The best way to make your people happy is to make them money. Double hustle, double hustle, double hustle until you make them money. Double hustle, double hustle, double hustle until you make them money. Double hustle, double hustle, double hustle until you make them money. The best way to make your people happy is to make them money. Double hustle, double hustle, double hustle until you make them money. Double hustle, double hustle, double your hustle, double your hustle.
I dream I know deep up my feelings for you. Watch them grow, perceive deep.
Guys, let's hear her. Let her introduce herself. She's also a YouTuber. Let her.
Hi guys, thank you so much for your warm welcome into your channel. This is Rosa, and I'm a maid based in Kuwait. I'm working as a maid in Kuwait, so I'm also a YouTuber, and my channel name is Rosa Care and Beauty. It is my privilege for a colleague, Queen B, to have me interviewed in her channel concerning housemaid work in Kuwait. So I'm going to answer her questions as the questions come.
Yes, you're welcome, my colleague in the field of maid. You're so welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so pleased to have you. Yes guys, I'm so happy to have her because we have been planning this interview for like ever. So I'm happy that the interview is finally here. So Rosa Care and Beauty, can you please tell us how long you have been in Kuwait? Can you just tell us how long you have been in Kuwait?
Okay, Queen B, thank you very much. So talking about how long I've been in Kuwait, I've been in Kuwait for about 2 years 8 months now, because I came into Kuwait on the 11th of November 2018. So I've been here for 2 years.
Wow, that's great. So you have been in Kuwait for 2 years and 8 months. Wow, dear, that's, I want to say a big congratulations and courage to you. So far so good. Can you just tell us your experiences, how they work, your experiences in Kuwait so far, like from the first year right up to date? Can you just tell us a little bit about
Okay. My experience in Kuwait, my first experience in Kuwait. By the way, thank you so much for the encouragement. So I've been in Kuwait for 2 years 8 months, and for the 2 years 8 months, it's not really been easy, but life itself is a risk. So talking about my first experience in Kuwait, the airport, when I arrived at the airport in Kuwait, there you know you are coming for something serious, something very serious, and then you have to start making up your mind. You have to start making that decision. You have to start looking for a way to face so many things, because there in the airport they already start making you to know who you are in this country, your rights, the way they are going to deal with you and how they are going to treat you. They start from the airport, and then coming to when my first 3 weeks in Kuwait, I had a very bad experience, my 3 weeks in Kuwait, because I arrived Kuwait, I didn't start working immediately. I had to stay in the office for like 2 weeks because my sponsor was having another lady in the house, and that lady has to go before I come to the house. She didn't want us to meet ourselves together, so I had to stay in the office for like 2 weeks. During that 2 weeks in the office, it was horrible. Came to take me from the office. When I arrived there, I didn't have any phone. That was the worst experience I had. I didn't have any phone. It was so difficult for me to communicate And you know, when you just left the house, you left your home, you still have that connection. The connection between you and your family, that bond is still there, so very strong. The attachment is so strong that you need to communicate with them, you need to talk with them at all times to feel like, no, I'm still at home. When I came, she was so good, welcoming. She gave me so many things, but every day in that house I was crying. Every blessed day I was crying. I'm walking, I'm crying. She's not shouting at me, but I don't know what really was the problem. But every day in that house I was crying until 2 weeks after, when she gave me my salary, because they counted the 2 weeks I spent in the office and the 2 weeks I stay in her house. So it has to make 1 month, and she gave me my salary, and then I got a new phone and started communicating. That was when my spirit came back to normal. But those 2 weeks I didn't have any phone. It was horrible. I was really, really like depressed. I was so confused. The depression was so much. But she was a nice lady. She gave me her phone to call my family, but that wasn't enough for me. Just the change of environment and everything. I was really depressed. Should I call it depressed? The experience cannot be explained. So I was just crying. So that's how I felt during my first moment in Kuwait. It was not easy for me to really like cope. We were just the two of us in the house, but it wasn't easy.
Yeah, we all passed through that stage that you would cry and cry. I myself, yeah, I always cried and cried and cried, but we are happy we have overcome it. We don't even, at times you even stay for some, even 2 weeks, you don't talk with your family. You are not that worried. Yeah, thank you for answering that question. So now I want to ask you, how was there camera in your house? How was the people how were they treating you? Are you still with them? Are you still working with your boss, the person that brought you to Kuwait? I mean, how was life after you left the office? How was the work? How was the interaction with you and your employers? Was there
Okay, all your questions are just making me to laugh. Okay, life after the office, my interaction with my sponsor, if I'm still with my sponsor that brought me to Kuwait. Okay, the lady that brought me to Kuwait, she was a sick lady. She was very sick. She was like a patient. Let me not say very sick, because she was like strong, but she had sicknesses on her body that need attention. She needed someone to be taking her to the hospital when she has appointment and bring her back. So that was just my duty in the house. She has a small house. We were just the two of us in the house, though she has her son married with the other way, and they had their own maid. So by time to time the son is coming, and they have to like discuss, they have to talk 1 or 2 things, and we were interacting. In that house I was not like really treated like a maid. No, she was really nice. She was really nice. I wasn't forced to dress with a let me say Kadama uniform. No, I wasn't forced to do that. I dress in it when I like, because most of the time we were going out. We go out about 2 times a day, or every day we have to go out, because she has appointment every day in all the hospitals in Kuwait. I've been in all the offices in Kuwait, all the hospitals in Kuwait, the big hospitals, all these big hospitals, because she was having heart problem, she has nerves problem, she had a spinal cord problem, she has brain problem, she had everything sick, everything sickness she had. And it was not easy working with her, but I tend to really like love this lady. I look at her with a kind of passion, I look at her with compassion, I like said, if this is my mother, and she was so nice to me. She gave me so many things. When I came, she brought things down. She filled my back. She was like, the valise I came with it, she asked me to throw it and give me another valise, a very big one, and she has to pack things inside. She wanted to give me dresses, but I'm thin. She said, you are too thin, too thin, too thin. Ew. She would make like that, and that's how we were staying in the house. We were so close, so close. We were so close. Our relationship was so mutual. We interact together, and I wasn't like really working too much, I wasn't working too much. We sleep very late and wake up very late. We were just the two of us. She sleep in her own room, I sleep in my own room, and we would discuss like that. She would sit and I would sit. I wasn't really treated like a maid in that house. I was really like, I'm free, and talking about if I'm still with her. No, I'm not with her. I stayed with her for just 4 months. Yes, for just 4 months. Upon all the love and everything, I just stayed with her for just 4 months. So many things happened. So it was like after 3 months, she started behaving some kind of like, she didn't want me to sleep because I didn't know. I know she's sick, but the brain problem, I wasn't aware of the brain problem until when I started checking. When I started checking her drugs, and I had to find out all the drugs she's taking. I know she's taking 1, 2. I'll partition the drugs and how she's going to take them, both to Monday, Tuesday morning, 1, 2. So I have to be putting that. So I have to check a particular drug. What is this for? So that was, I started checking something. I had to go and discover my contract because they didn't give me my own contract. I didn't have it. So I have to go and discover my contract paper from the government. I have to discover it, and I see the time I have to sleep, the time I have to, the maximum hours I have to work. So when I discovered that, I said, oh, I'm working more than this. And I had to like, why am I working more than my normal hours? I started asking her so many questions, and she was like, how did I get to know all these things? Because I have to hide it. I still have it now. I still have it, though I'm not with her, but I still have my own contract. I have my contract. So when I started talking like that, we started having serious problem. I told her I have to sleep for this number of hours. I have to wake up like this. When it's my time to sleep, you don't. But she was so disturbing. She was so frustrated. She was like, during that period, Rosilla, like waiting at it. So at times she wanted me to sleep beside her. I would be like, I want to talk on my phone. I'm talking with my own people, and then when I want to talk, you tell me to like let me speak. It was disturbing. One day we had a serious problem. That was what made me to leave the house, back to the office. I went back to the office. So I went back to the office, but there was a process before me going back to the excuse me. There was a process before me going back to the office. After all the problems, we had a problem, and I had a serious query with her concerning the number of hours and why is she keeping my documents, because in that contract form it is stated that you are not supposed to keep your employee her papers. You're not supposed to keep. So I was like so skeptical about everything, when you have some kind of ideas and like you want to speak your mind, because it is what the government is saying in the paper, but they are putting it there in the paper, but it is not what it is practiced by their citizens. They know that, but they're just putting it in the paper. Okay, so I had to like start feeling the type. I like, is this how my other colleagues are feeling? I had to send that contract to one of our groups, and we started deliberating on the contract form. We're deliberating. Some people were saying, so these people are not supposed to hold our documents. These people are not supposed to do like this. We are supposed to like, and then by then I haven't received my salary, and I was like, oof. I called the office and said, I have a problem. This woman is disturbing me. Her madness has getting over her. And then she said, call the office to come and take you. Call the office. I said, okay, Sunday I collect my salary. I call the office and I go. Oh, like that. And she made like that. I said, okay, Sunday you're going back to the office. No problem. So I get into my room and I bring my bag down, the bag she gave me, and I was packing my things. I go and meet her and I ask her, how much did you buy this bag? She said 6 or 7 kg like that. I said, okay, you cut it from my salary because I'm taking the bag. She said, okay. She said, okay. By then I didn't understand she has called the police already for me. She called the police and then she gave me money that she has ordered juice. Let me go and bring it for her. I said, okay, why would I'm still working. I'm still working. So I have to like, okay, let me go and bring the juice. I went out, like I was already dressed like I wanted to sleep, because by then it was, did you know your salary is in the other house? Will you know you have to go back to the office? Another sponsor have to come and take you, sign another contract. It was like, who asked me to come to Kuwait? It was like I'm leaving Cameroon again back to Kuwait. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. So I had to support my phone, everything I left in the house, and lucky enough, the money I had to put it in one of my my school tracksuit when I was teaching. So I had to bring the how they calling that thing, that pyjama, the one side that. So I have to put it inside and lock it. Then I have to pack it. I know when they want to pack my things, they'll bring that one automatically. It is mine. It is a school dress. We have the Cameroon flag there. So when I stayed in that house, the other maid, they asked her to pack my things. That's so many things, and she was supposed to give me 2 months salary. She gave me 1 month salary. Oof. And the office was like, do you still want to go back to mama, or you want to go to another home? And that was where I was really confused, and I was supposed to go back to mama. I was supposed to go back because she really loved me, and we just had a misunderstanding. And that was another mistake I made. I was supposed to go back to mama. Yeah, I was supposed to go back. I said, no, I want to go to another home. According to me, I will go and meet a different thing, or I will go and meet something so nice in another home. And that was where the real
wow, that was a great like situation. The truth is, these Arab people, they are so wicked. There are some that you even want to leave, even they have given you earring, they will tell you to give them. You're even lucky that they even took some, and some of them will take everything. Well, we thank God, because I hope you are fine wherever you are now. We know Kuwait. I always tell my friend that choose your suffering wisely. Kuwait is not somewhere you come and enjoy. No, it's suffering. So before you choose your suffering, choose it wisely. Wisely in the sense that if you are suffering, you are seeing the money you're what an experience. Kuwait is not that easy, but thank God for strength. So can you just tell us like, will you advise any lady to come here in Kuwait? Yeah, just give us any, if you can advise someone to come to Kuwait. And can you what can you tell our African ladies who are in Kuwait working as a maid? What advice can you give them? Yeah, what advice can you give them?
Wow. This one is heavy, you know. This one is heavy. But talking about advising African ladies to come to Kuwait. First, Kuwait is a country like any other country. In Kuwait, there are human beings same as any other African country. Everybody is made of flesh and blood. So Kuwait is not different from other countries. Let me just say Kuwait is not different from Cameroon, because in Cameroon we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. In Kuwait we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, talking about advising someone to come to Kuwait, if I want to tell somebody to come to Kuwait, like I have experienced what is happening in Kuwait, how it works in Kuwait, I'm going to explain to you how things go, like how they are going to treat you, what you're going to see, the type of food you're going to eat. I'm going to explain to you what is going to happen to you. Then you can make up your mind. But talking about telling someone to come to Kuwait, yes, I can tell someone you can come to Kuwait. Kuwait is a nice place. Kuwait is a beautiful place for somebody that you really want to grow your life so fast. Because in Kuwait, when you come to Kuwait, you sit in the house and work your money and save it. The only thing we pray in Kuwait is when you work, your salary should be paid. You get worried when your salary is not paid. That is where the problems come. But when your salary is being paid every month, you don't have a problem because you save that money. If you have it here, you save that money. And when you come to Kuwait, there are so many things in your life that you limit, that you're not going to do it. You're going to re-strategize your life. You're going to reorganize your life because you have that time to sit and ask yourself so many questions. There are some times when they treat you, you begin to like discipline your own self. You start disciplining your own self. Yes, I'm talking out of my own experience. What Kuwait has turned me into. Kuwait has made me to become a different human being from what I used to be 3 years backwards. So Kuwait can transform your life. But if you're somebody that you made up your mind to come to Kuwait, first you have to be so humble. You have to be so humble. No arrogantness. No, you don't need to be arrogant. You have to be so humble. You have to be like nothing pains you. Yeah, you have to be like a fool to get what you want in Kuwait. And above all, you have to be patient and trust in God. In Kuwait, there's nobody in Kuwait that you don't know God. You have to, you know God like that means I almost become a prophetess. I almost become a prophetess in Kuwait. Yeah. So I can advise someone to come to Kuwait. That is for sure. I can advise someone to come to Kuwait. And more to that, only the currency alone can make you to go high. Kuwait is having a very nice currency. You can take 100 KD and you're having 190,000 francs in Cameroon. It's a whole lot of money. Yeah, it's a big money to earn back home. We know what is happening back home and we know how things are. So why won't I tell somebody to come to Kuwait? Come and try. Immediately you arrive Kuwait, you're going to look for a way to like, you cannot go back the same. You cannot go back the same. Okay, so talking about advising other ladies that are working in other countries as a maid, those that already have 3 months 4 months experience, after that period you already know what to do. Yeah, you become strong in it. But the only advice I can give them is to be patient, to be loyal, to be humble, because that's the most important thing. That is the most important thing. You have to be patient, you have to be loyal, you have to be humble, you have to trust in God, and don't lose your focus. Don't ever lose any bit of focus. Just focus. know why you're here for, those reasons that made you to take the risks. Don't lose focus on it, and know the strength you have today is not the same strength you're going to have tomorrow. You have to make use of your money. You have to start making immediate use of your money. That's my advice, because you work for 1 year, you have strength. You work for 2 years, your strength, it reduces. Like me, the same strength I was having when I came to Kuwait, when I just came to Kuwait, I was walking, I was very agile, I was running. I don't do anything like sluggishly, no. I was running, I was very agile, but now I don't have that same strength. I don't walk no, I don't walk like that. The strength, your strength reduces, so you have to make use before your strength want to reduce, that you cannot support it any longer, and you want to start making your mind of going back home. You have something. So I know some people, ladies that are working, especially in the Gulf countries, those that are working in the Gulf countries, we face a lot of difficulties. Like being harassed. Some people, I've never been harassed before. I don't know how it looks like, but with me, with such cases, you just have to, like, if you have a means to like leave the place, you have to leave the place. You have to leave it. Go to another place. If you see where it's not working, it's not going, don't force it. Forcing it is hurting your own self. So that is a little advice I have for ladies that are working out there. Most importantly, don't lose focus. Please, don't lose focus. Focus on what brought you into this country. Focus on what you came here to do. Focus on that money. That flows. Just focus on it. Focus on it, so that you're not going to go back home the same way you came here. You have to go back home and make the difference. You have to go back home, and you don't have to go back to that same position where you want to come here you were before. You have to change. Your lifestyle has to change, because the stress in this country is enough for you to go back and live a peaceful life, for you to go back and transform your life. So don't lose focus. Don't lavish money. No.
Wow, Rosa, thank you so very much for the advice. Thank you so very much. I just hope our ladies out there have heard. They say those who have ears should hear. She has said it all. I don't have anything to add or reduce. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Do stay blessed. Thank you for supporting the both of us. Thank you for staying throughout this interview. Don't forget to click the subscription button. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit the red notification bell, so that anytime I'll upload any new video, be it interviews or anything, you'll be the first to get notification. So Rosa, say goodbye to my subscriber. We love you so very much, sweetheart.
Okay, Queen Bee, thank you so much for having me in your channel. I really enjoyed myself, try to explain what happened so many months backwards. Yeah, though there are still many more, but we can't make the video to be so lengthy. Yeah, I have to cut it short, because talking about my experience in Kuwait is something that I really have to organize, maybe a show in my own channel. It's I can even use 3 days to explain my experience in Kuwait, my whole lot of experience in Kuwait, my 2 years experience in Kuwait. So I'm really happy to have me in my channel for us to talk about things like this. Yeah, because right now I feel like I can't even go back to my country, because I'm enjoying Kuwait. Kuwait is a beautiful place. Kuwait is a nice place. Kuwait is like Cameroon. We have good people in Kuwait. We have very nice people. We have awesome people in Kuwait. Yeah, we have those people that you like, these people really Kuwaitis. Like where I am now, it's like, wow, are these Kuwaitis, because they are so nice. They are like moi. Yeah, so that is how the thing is. So the beginning is always difficult, but at the end of the day, when you're used to it, it becomes very normal. Even back home, no risks, no money, you have to work. You yourself at times you ask yourself, why should these people pay me when you have no work? You have to work. You have to work. If you don't work, you don't need payment. So you have to work for you to get your payment. It is like, because you are under somebody, that is why it is difficult. But put it upon yourself that if somebody is working for you, how loyal do you want that person to be loyal to you? How humble do you want that person to be humble to you? And then you're going to work peacefully in Kuwait. One thing I discovered about Kuwait is that if you are not treated good, tell them you don't like this. I don't like the way you do like this to me. This particular thing you did to me, I didn't like. That is one thing I discovered. And they hate it when you say like that. Those that are really humans. Because there are some baboons. Some of them are like, they are like, I don't know how I can put it. But some of them have too much conscience. Too much conscience, because when you talk to them and they feel so bad, and they will tell you they are sorry. Like me, they tell me sorry and give me even flour. They'll tell me like that, and then they hug me, you know. So it's like that. So Queen B, thank you very much for having me in your channel. If I want to talk about Kuwait, I'm going to take 72 hours to talk about Kuwait. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to check my channel, Rosa Care and Beauty. There we do natural remedies, skincare, health issues, and I'm going to like combine so many things that are going to be interesting. So don't forget to check my